Hello everyone, welcome to Relative Security, and today we are going to start the discussion on the controls of Essential 8. The first control that we are going to talk about is patch applications. So think of patches like seat belts. These are the seat belts for your applications. They are small, they're not flashy, but when things go wrong, they come to save you. They come to save your applications. So what exactly the patch application means? It's the discipline of keeping your applications up to date. For example, browsers, Microsoft Office, PDF readers, email clients, security tools, and all the other software you rely on. Patching operating system is a separate essential control. So that is something that we're not going to discuss right now. For the patch applications, the goal is very simple. Close known holes before the attackers can sprint through them. The Australian Cybersecurity Centre warns that after a vulnerability goes public, working exploits code can appear in 24 to 48 hours. That's why the timing matters. As soon as the vulnerability gets out, the attackers will start working on making the exploit. And believe it, that the exploit will be developed within first 24 to 48 hours and people will start exploiting the vulnerability. So why is it important? To explain you in plain English, new bugs become public, attackers automate them very fast. The internet starts knocking on your door right away. A single unpatched browser or a PDF reader can be the weak link that lets the ransomware in. So patching comes in and it shrinks in the window of opportunity from weeks to hours. That's how you win. So if we talk about what a good patching application would look like, first of all, we need to know that what do we have? We need to have the automated asset discovery. So we actually know every application and service that needs attention. Essential 8 expects this that you have a good asset discovery and you know all the applications running on them. In addition to that, we need to continuously look for the missing fixes. We need to run the vulnerability scans on a schedule daily for the internet facing stuff. There is no gap in that. And weekly for the bigger target applications. And then regularly for the rest of it, depending on which maturity level you want to attain. If there is any patch that is available, we need to give it a deadline. Prioritize by risk. Any internet facing service or a server or commonly targeted apps, they need to be done fast. They need to be done right away. If it is possible, test in a staging environment. If you cannot, at least have a rollback plan. So if your patch goes wrong, you can roll back so your operations don't get affected. Reboot if required, rescan to verify that the hole has been closed, vulnerability has been fixed, and your patch has been successful. In addition to that, if there is a chance that you won't be able to patch that application, it could be because of a legacy system or any other reason. Use vendor mitigations or temporary workarounds. Disable that feature, restrict the access to that particular server, or any other remediation or a workaround until you can handle the patch. Then circle back and patch properly whenever you can. If there are any software that are not used, however, they are still coming up in your inventory, remove them. Remove the software Online services that are no longer supported by the vendor. If it's the end of life, it's the end of trust because the vendor is not going to support you moving forward on that particular system or the application. Now, when we talk about the maturity level one, because now we are expecting, we are going to discuss the expectations of Essential 8 in regards to patch applications on each level. So first talking about the maturity level one, discovery and scanning. You have got to know what's out there. That means running automated asset discovery at least once every 2 weeks so you're not missing hidden systems. You also need a vulnerability scanner that's always up to date. Then the scanning rhythm kicks in. Every single day you're scanning your online services, those internet facing systems that are prime targets, and every week you are scanning the usual suspects: Office, browsers and their extensions, email clients, PDF readers, and security products. Basically the stuff attackers love to go after first. Next, another thing that the maturity level one considers is the patch deadlines. This is where the time really matters. For online services, if it's critical vulnerability or one that's being actively exploited, you have only got 48 hours. That's it. No delays, no excuses. If it's less severe and not being exploited, then you can go for 2 weeks. For those commonly targeted apps like browsers and Office, you also patch them within 2 weeks. And remember, if you have got any unsupported online service or apps hanging around, they have got to go. Unsupported means unprotected. Let's make this real with an example. Imagine Microsoft drops news of a remote code vulnerability in Exchange Online, and that has been happened. And there's already working exploit code floating around. At maturity level 1, you don't wait for the next month's patch cycle. You move and you move right away. You deploy the vendor's patch or mitigation within 48 hours. You run a fresh scan to confirm if it's fixed, and you document the whole process. That's the kind of discipline that the level 1 is all about. On the level 2, the basics from the level 1 still apply, but the expectations widen out to cover more of your environment. So let's start with the discovery and scanning. Everything you were doing at level 1 continues. Automated asset discovery at least every 2 weeks, daily scans for online services, and weekly scans for the high value apps like Office, browsers, email clients, PDF readers. But here's the new piece. At level 2, you are also scanning all your applications every fortnight. This is in addition to what you were doing in level 1. That means line of business tools, your CRMs, finance apps, basically anything else your business relies on. Now, regarding the patch deadlines, the rules are a little different here. For online services, it's still urgent. Critical or exploited vulnerabilities get patched within 48 hours, while non-critical ones have 2-week window. Your commonly targeted apps, the browsers, Office, PDF readers, must still be patched within 2 weeks as well. But now, all other applications you are scanning every fortnight, but they have got a patch deadline of 1 month. And just like before, any unsupported software or service need to be removed from your environment. They are a liability. Let's take an example. Say your CRM desktop sorry, say your CRM desktop client, which isn't internet facing, gets a security fix. At level 2, you don't need to scramble within 48 hours. You plan it into your monthly patch window. But your browsers and Office applications, they are still on the 2-week schedule. And if it is an internet facing system with a critical bug, there's still a 48-hour race to patch. So you are basically broadening your coverage making sure the whole environment is included, but still prioritizing based on risk. Lastly, at maturity level 3, to summarize the maturity level 3, it would be faster on the high value apps, same breath. At this level, the game isn't just about coverage anymore. It's about the speed and precision across your whole environment. So, first, the discovery and scanning side. The cadence stays the same as level 2, daily scans for online services, weekly scans for the big targets like office browsers, email clients, and fortnightly scans for everything else. You have got full visibility across all your apps all the time. Now here's where it gets serious. The patch deadlines. Online services still have the same rules. If it's critical or actively exploited, you patch within 48 hours. If it's not critical, you get up to 2 weeks. But the big change at level 3 is how we handle those commonly targeted apps. At level 1 and 2, you had 2 weeks to patch them, even if they were critical. But at level 3, not anymore. If it's a critical vulnerability in a browser, Office, or any other application, you patch it within 48 hours, no exceptions. Non critical ones still get the 2 week window, and all other applications keep the 1 month deadline. And as always, unsupported apps and services must be removed. But because if the vendor doesn't support it, you can't secure it. And now we will close this patch application maturity level 3 with example that let's take an example of a real world scenario. Imagine Chrome drops us 0 day that's already been exploited in the wild. At level 1 or 2, you might have had to up to 2 weeks to patch it. But at level 3, you have got 48 hours to push that update across your entire environment. Not just a pilot group, but not just internet facing devices, but everywhere. Then you rescan to confirm the fix actually stuck. That's what separates level 3 from the rest. You're treating critical vulnerabilities as an emergency across the whole business, not just the high risk edges. So the takeaway is this. At maturity level 3, you're fast, you're thorough, and you're not leaving any cracks open for attackers to slip through. It's just about being proactive and decisive when the stakes are highest. Now, as we started the discussion, the activities that we are doing in any maturity level, it's all about discipline. Within those deadlines that we just discussed, you have got to do those actions which are required from you. That is when you are meeting the requirements of the or the expectations of the essential aid. If this discussion has helped you, smash the like button, share it with the person who always says, let's patch next quarter. And if there are any questions or confusions or any feedback, drop your comments and feedbacks in the comment section. And we will discuss some another control in the next video. Thank you so much.